always believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe what you do is right, regardless of what somebody else says to you. You know you are doing the work that you were laid out to do, and you do it with the best intention, to the best of your ability. And we know, as your Irish parents, that you will do that.
What do you feel that the very day when I asked the permission to call as my Irish parents, what the feelings you were having when I asked the permission, whether I can call you as my dad and mom?
We were pleased.
We were honoured, but I suppose it was something really new to us, because we had a son and a daughter, and we would be only used to them calling us mum and dad. Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to thank God for all the things that happened in my life, because I don't deserve anything in my life.
Why do you think like that, Nadia?
Because just by thinking of the past life, I haven't put much good effort to get all these blessings from God. But even God is considering me as
God
a precious.
God obviously sees that you have these blessings, and that's why He's blessing you now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm so blessed to have everybody in my life. Everything that whatever blessings come into my life, I haven't expected at all. And it is just because of God's grace, just because of the love of God, that He's showering me all these blessings. Even I don't deserve, you know. ഹലോ ഗൈസ്, എന്നോട് വിശേഷം എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമല്ലേ ഗൈസ്? അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് പപ്പയുടെ മമ്മിയുടെ കൂടെയാണുള്ളത്. ഇവരുടെ സെപ്റ്റംബർ 11 അവരുടെ വെഡിങ് ആനിവേഴ്സറി ആണ്. 43 വർഷമായി ഒരുമിച്ചായിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കിന്ന് അവരുടെ കൂടെ ഒരു ചിറ്റ് ചാറ്റ് വീഡിയോ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പോവാണ്. കുഞ്ഞു കുഞ്ഞു വിശേഷങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് അവരുടെ വിശേഷങ്ങളൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഒക്കെ അറിയാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റും. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് എന്തായാലും തുടങ്ങിയാലോ? Okay guys, അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ചോദിച്ചു നോക്കാം അവരുടെ ലവ് സ്റ്റോറി എങ്ങനെയാണെന്നുള്ള കാര്യം. Dad, how was the love story begins? How was your love story started?
My love story started when I worked in a factory called Digital.
Okay.
And that's where I met my wife Mary here.
Okay.
I used to come into work every morning, as I say, and every time she would pass, she would give me a big smile. And then after a while, maybe after a couple of weeks, she started to bring me a cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah. And I says, my goodness, I said, this is the first for me. I never had anyone bringing me coffee before, you know. So eventually I started to invite her into we used to call it the, what to call it room? 110 room.
Okay.
It's because the voltage that was generated inside of this room was 110 volts. Because it was an American firm, and all the machinery worked on 110 volt.
Yeah.
So eventually she used to sit down and chat, and then every now and again the guys that I worked with would start slagging, you see, you know, that she has an eye.
Joking.
Joking. That she has an eye on you.
No, it's the other way around, Nadia. He had an eye on me.
You had an eye on her, you know. So I said, no, I says, we're just good friends and that kind of stuff. So
He wasn't telling the truth.
no.
Nadia.
So it just went on, and I got to know her. And she was friendly, and she used to dress impeccably, kind of thing. Say, and she was very fashionable, and her fashion was always very figure hugging. In other words, her shape and her looks and everything were appealing. So this, as a man responds to these kind of things. Yes, I said I maybe would like to bring her out for a date.
Yeah.
So at that time I didn't know this, but she was going out with another man at the time. Another guy, and but she told me afterwards he was a bit of a waster. He was very fond of alcohol, and his name actually was Battle. But it was a battle trying to get him off the drink. So I made a date with Mary then, and I was doing a course down in Limerick. When I was training to be an electrician, I was an apprentice when I met her. So I was doing a course down in Limerick, and I got in contact with her. I can't remember whether I rang her or whether I wrote to her, but say we made a date that we'd meet up this Friday evening when I was coming up from Limerick on the bus. So in the meantime, I didn't know whether she was going to meet me or not, but I got off the bus anyway and she met me. I went down to an apartment where a friend of hers used to stay in town, Margaret Keaveney.
Yeah, no, we went to the Wimpy.
No, but did we not go to the Margaret Keaveney's first?
No.
Before we went to the winner? That must have been later on. So we went to the Wimpy, and we went. Did we go back to the Foster Street after that?
No, we went to the Wimpy was a restaurant, and I never heard of a Knickerbocker glory before.
It was
so
a dessert.
A dessert, which consisted of what?
Ice cream, banana, and cream, and there was strawberry syrup in it as well.
It was delicious.
Yeah, I wasn't diagnosed as diabetic at the time, so I was very fond of sweet things at the time, I'm sure.
Including me.
Including Mary was sweet as well. Yeah. So it gathered from there, but she had to tell her former boyfriend a little white lie. Said that she was going to do another girlfriend's hair.
That's where Margaret came into it.
Yeah. And
I was going to blow dry my friend's
hair
because she was going to a social.
Yeah.
But in actual fact, it was a little white lie. I was going to meet Paddy off the bus from Limerick.
So
I made the right choice.
Yeah. After that night, then it was up and away. We started dating, and we were very fond of going to the pictures. And Mary was fond of dancing. I wasn't a great dancer. I was kind of a shaker. I would kind of just prefer. Mary was into country music. I was into kind of pop music, and at that time.
But you learned how to
So
jive.
she taught me how to jive. I'm still not a great jiver, but
you are a very good jiver.
I can make the shapes, make it look good. And
so we were a year going out together then, and we got engaged and we got married 11 months later. So we got married on the 11th September 1980, and we're 43 years married next Monday, 11th of September.
Oh.
And as Alan Jackson says in his song, I do it all over again. And we were blessed with two wonderful children, Mark and Hannah, and with the most beautiful granddaughter, Amelia. And that's our life. Our life consists of, we're very much into our family. Our family means everything to us. Our faith is very, very important to us. That you know yourself, you're very spiritual, and you know that God is so important in your life. Because we all go through highs and lows in our marriages, difficult times, challenging times, and it's great to have God there to turn to. I wish more people would believe in God and know that He is there in the bad times as well as the good times.
In every circumstance.
So I believe that, you don't go to God because you're in the bad times. You should be with God all the time.
Include Him all the time. And He's central to your life.
From what we know of you, you're a beautiful young lady. You're very caring. You're very loving. And I think you'll be very good for your partner. And I think you will make a wonderful mother, a wonderful wife, and you are also a wonderful nurse. And we wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. As I say, and please God, as I say, if you were going to do, if it works out the way you want it to work out, that you can come back to work in Ireland, well, then we can have wherever you settle down in Ireland, we will always make it.
We'll always be a support for you.
Yeah. We will,
and in any way we can help you, we will.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And always believe that we're always here for you, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
And that's the way we brought up our two children. No matter what goes wrong in life, come to us and talk to us.
Yeah.
Because if we don't know the problem, we can't deal with the problem. So that's it.
How do you feel when I came to your life? When I came to your life from India, have you expected such a person coming to your life?
It's a wonderful experience, and we've learned a lot about your culture. Very, very different to the Irish culture. but I suppose every country is different.
Yeah.
And there's probably lots of things we find hard to understand in your culture in India. But in saying that, maybe you find it hard to understand our culture in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I found you very caring, very accepting, and how would I say, when we learn about your culture, when we think, when I see you and I know how you are, how you think, how you go about things, kind of thing, you're very faithful to your faith, as I say, and again it's up there at the top. And I think you know the power of prayer, what it can do for you, and what, like you even said it yourself, the way you were guided for us to be able to, as I say, come into our lives, and that we can act as a strength for you in some way, as I say, and
Be a support.
yeah, and the thing about it is that before that, you can even link up Father Asudis. He came into my life at a time, I won't say I was questioning my faith, but I needed reassurance. And by God did he give it to me, and he increased it, that he, at that time I would have been reading small bit of the Bible, but when I met Father Asudis, it's Bible, Bible, Bible. Now I never, every day I give the Bible, and he told me to read Psalms. I do 6 Psalms every day. 6 Psalms every day, and they're ones that Father Asudis, well, 2 of them are Psalms that Father Asudis mentioned, and the others I've selected myself in regard to where my life is and what I want from life, as I say, or what I expect from life. I won't say what I want from life, because God will give me what I want in life. You know?
And I do believe people in that profession should treat every patient as their mother or as their father, as their brother, as their sister. You know, it's not just an object, it's a human being, and they need to look at it like that. And always believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe what you do is right, regardless of what somebody else says to you. You know you are doing the work that you were laid out to do, and you do it with the best intention, to the best of your ability. And we know, as your Irish parents, that you will do that. We have every confidence in you.
Yeah.
And all we will say, I will say, Navi and Paddy will say, is never lose that. My late dad, God rest him, always said, never lose your identity. Know who you are, know where you came from. Never lose that, regardless of who you meet in life, what they say or what they do.
So, what do you feel that the very day when I asked the permission to call as my Irish parents, what the feelings you were having when I asked the permission, whether I can call you as my dad and mom?
Yeah, we were pleased. We
We
were
were honoured, but I suppose it was something really new to us, because we had a son and a daughter, and we would be only used to them calling us mum and dad. It took me a while, I'll be totally honest, to say, you know, gosh, you know, mum and dad. Now I cherish that you call me mum, and dad is cherished that you call me dad.
I'm delighted.
I think Paddy, your Irish dad adapted more quickly than I did.
Yeah.
We're probably two very different people.
Our backgrounds.
Our backgrounds.
Yeah.
Our backgrounds.
Yeah.
Paddy would be more, how would I say?
Accepting.
Yeah.
I would never.
But that does not mean that I did not love you.
Oh, I can understand.
As Paddy did, you know what I mean? And you were
because it's a different thing, like, but I don't know why I asked
my
like
heart
that.
Is
but
different.
I don't know why I asked such a thing, you know, when I saw you for the first time. But the thing is that I was praying for getting extra parents in my life.
Yes.
2 years back.
Yes.
When I was doing my nursing, and I was praying to God that, can I please get an extra dad and mom in my life? But I haven't expected that such a thing would be happening in my life.
Yeah.
But do you think, Navia, that, you know, Father Zudis came here for a reason? We were very blessed to have him as a parish priest. We were very blessed to have him in his life, and we were distraught when he left, as the whole parish of Killiscope were distressed. and upset when he left, because he left very quickly
Yeah.
without any explanation.
Yeah.
But now looking back, he said he came here for a reason. We never knew the reason.
Yeah.
Maybe you were the reason. We don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And Navia, what was your first impressions of Ireland when you landed here? And you know, it's probably very strange coming from India. And how do you feel now about Ireland, the people, your workplace, the culture, how people treat you, and the faith in Ireland? basically?
Okay. It was actually a dream come true moment, like when I reached here in Ireland, because I was praying to God for more than 2 to 3 years
Okay.
to come over here, and I cleared my exam, OET, which is an international test in English, in 2019, January 12th.
Okay.
I was waiting for more than 2 years to come over here. I was on waiting list for clearing the interviews, for clearing everything. So it takes time, but still I was having the faith in Lord that I was sure that He will not fail me in life. I was sure that He will take me to the right place
Okay.
at right time. So when I reached here, when I landed here in Ireland, it was the peak time of COVID.
Okay.
So I was in the hotel quarantine for 14 days, and the difficult thing that I had was the food on those days, because I was not used to the Irish food,
Okay.
and it was tough for me for the 14 days in the hotel with no exposure to the friends, with anybody.
So you probably didn't eat a lot then.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't eat anything, like it was tough for me. I was surviving with just with the desert. So after the 14 days of quarantine, I went to my aunt's house and I prepared for the exam. For the first time I attended the exam, but I failed in 6 stations. It was 14 stations, but even I was having the faith that God will make me pass. So I
Yes.
attended the second time. So I cleared every stations
Yes.
in the second time, and that was the 12th of June. The exam I cleared, and after that I just started my career in my hospital after the first attempt itself. So I started my career, and in between I went for the second exam. I cleared the exam. So the very first day when I came to my place where I'm living now, I got you as my parents. The very first day when I saw you, I don't know why I asked you that whether I can call you as my parents. I don't even know why I asked like that. But still,
Yeah.
I was so delighted that I got the permission to call you as my parents, because you are so close to my heart. I don't know how to explain,
Yes.
because more than my parents, I usually share everything to you.
Yeah.
I don't even share to my parents most things,
Right.
but you know me well. And the thing I understood that was I am very much accepted here in this house,
Yeah.
and I'm very much loved. I feel like, someone is there for me to look
Okay.
after.
Yeah.
That's good.
Someone is there to care me. Someone is there to take care of me. Someone
Good
is
times and
there
bad.
to
Yeah.
Someone is there to hear my words, what I am like, and whether I'm okay or not.
Yeah.
So you make me comfort all the time, whether it is good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm so blessed to have you, both mom and dad, and Hannah as well. She is a lovely sister. I must say that, because I don't have a sister of my own. I have cousins, but I don't have a sister of my own. And I was praying to God that whether I could get a sister, and I got her as my sister. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have you,
An Irish sister.
Irish sister.
Yeah.
I don't know how to thank God for all the things that happened in my life, because I don't deserve anything in my life.
Why do you think like that, Navia?
Because just by thinking of the past life, I haven't put much good effort to get all these blessings from God. But even God is considering me
But
as
God
a precious.
obviously sees that you have these blessings, and that's why He's
Yeah.
blessing you now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm so blessed to have everybody in my life. Everything that whatever blessings come into my life, I haven't expected at all.
Mm.
And it is just because of God's grace, just because of
Yeah.
the love of God, that He's showering me all these blessings. Even I don't deserve, I haven't expected that I can live in a place which is an Irish house. I could spend time whenever I need to come and stay here and have food and have time. I have sleep here at any time I want. this is not a privilege for everybody. So, but God is considering me just like, I feel that I am apple of his eye.
Yeah,
And
well,
even my sister usually
like
tell
David.
me, yeah, I feel like crying, Mom, thinking of all the blessings that I'm getting. I feel like, oh my Jesus, how can you love me like this?
I
Because
know.
I'm a person with 0%. I don't deserve at all. That's what I believe. But even he is, I don't know how to explain. He's my best friend. He's my everything. Whatever I need, I don't even pray for me in my life. I haven't prayed at least for me at least for a sweet in my life. I haven't. I usually don't. I don't like to pray for
You
me.
pray for everyone.
I pray for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why God is looking
Yeah.
up to you. Because you're
Yeah.
such a, that's what I said to you earlier.
Yeah.
You're such a caring, loving person. And
Yeah.
you give all of yourself to people.
Yeah.
So God sees that and God gives it back to you in other ways. Like,
Yeah, but when we think of all those, usually I usually get a prayer request in my Instagram, in my YouTube, from my subscribers. They usually ask me that, could you please pray for these things
Yes.
for us? I usually pray for them.
I
I
know.
surrender them in the Holy Eucharist, when I'm receiving the Holy
Yeah.
Eucharist, when I'm having the personal prayer, and I'm sure that God will answer for them because
No, he will, yeah.
because the request, whatever I'm asking, it will be granted for sure.
Yeah.
Because God knows that I haven't asked for anything in my life. Even I'm 28 years now, I haven't asked at least for one prayer in my life. I know that.
Yeah.
I usually ask for everybody who want the prayers. I'll be asking for everybody, those who want help, for the poor ones, for the sick.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I ask.
That's well off, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that God is seeing everything and He is giving the bestest things in my
Yeah.
life. And I don't know how to thank Him for all the blessings that He's showering to me. Like, I am just the word thank you. That's all I can say to God.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything to give Him in return. Like, that's what my life is. Anyway, after coming here in Ireland, I had good and bad times in my career. But the thing is that most things, even if it happens, I still believe that everything happens for a good reason.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So every day is a new day. For every day is a blessed day. So for me, everything, if anything happens, whether it is bad or good, it's happening only for the good for us.
Yes,
So
I know.
if anything is happening bad in
Yeah.
our life, which
Yeah.
means there is a good day which is coming near.
Yeah.
So let's wait and see what is going to happen in the near future. So one thing I feel that just trust in God and go forward in the life.
Yeah.
So we will see success for sure in the life. So if you want to get success, we have to put our 100% effort to the thing that we are looking forward to be excelling.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we are putting 100% hard work and if we are trusting in God, He will work out for us for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
only thing I feel in my life because
Yeah.
I don't deserve anything in my life, but I am in everywhere. But I don't deserve to be there in every place, even the YouTube, Instagram, and all. I haven't expected that I can do all these things, but with God's grace, I could do.
Yeah. Well, I do, yeah.
സോ അത്ര ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നുള്ളൂ നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ ചിറ്റ് ചാറ്റ് വീഡിയോ. അപ്പം എല്ലാവർക്കും നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടി ചിറ്റ് ചാറ്റ് വീഡിയോ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്, നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായാലും നമ്മൾ ദൈവത്തിന് പ്രയോറിറ്റി കൊടുത്തിട്ട് നമ്മൾ മൂവ് ഓൺ ചെയ്യുക. ലൈഫിൽ നമുക്ക് എവിടെയൊക്കെ എത്തിച്ചേരണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ടോ അവിടെയൊക്കെ ദൈവം കൊണ്ട് എത്തിച്ചോളും. നമ്മുടെ 100% നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുക, ബാക്കി ദൈവം നോക്കിക്കോളും. നമുക്ക് എപ്പോഴും വിശ്വാസം വേണം ദൈവത്തില്, പുള്ളിക്കാരെല്ലാം ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ള വിശ്വാസം വേണം. അങ്ങനെ പോയാൽ മതി, ലൈഫ് എന്തായാലും സക്സസ് ആവത്തേ ഉള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ നമ്മളുടെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങളുടെ പുറകെ പോവുക. ഒരിക്കലും ആരെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞെന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങളെ വേണ്ടെന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ട് അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ സങ്കടപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കരുത്. എപ്പോഴും ഹാപ്പി ആയിട്ടിരിക്കുക. നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും നല്ല കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുക. എല്ലാവരും ഹാപ്പി ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി മാക്സിമം ശ്രമിക്കുക. അപ്പം എല്ലാവർക്കും നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടി ചിറ്റ് ചാറ്റ് വീഡിയോ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടാൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ചാനലിന് പുതുതായിട്ട് കാണുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഉറപ്പായിട്ട് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക. പിന്നെ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിനും ഫാമിലീസിനും റിലേറ്റീവ്സിനൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ കുട്ടി ചാനൽ കാര്യം ഒന്ന് ഷെയർ ചെയ്ത് കൊടുത്തേക്കണം. അവർക്ക് കിടിലൻ വീഡിയോ ആയിട്ട് വീണ്ടും കാണാം. അതുവരേക്കും ടാറ്റ, ടേക്ക് കെയർ.
Slán bhaile go dtí bheith mí a ríis.
And this is News signing off.